Hello, boys and girls. So, our friend Hashiwa, we woke up this morning and our friend Hashiwa sent us a couple of VODs that he said would be good content to review. So, today we're going to be unlocking the secrets of the 600 LP North American Kassadin extraordinaire Hashiwa himself. There's three players in this game, three pro players in this game too, so it's kind of interesting. This top laner here, he's about, I think, 1k LP or something like that right now. He's the top laner for FlyQuest, the sub top laner. This is Cody's son. I don't know if he's in the LCS right now, but I know he's a former pro player. And this is Isles right here. Isles is the support for one of the teams in the LCS, I don't remember what. But he's playing Sylas. He's playing in the Sylas matchup, which can be hard and can be easy in some ways. Honestly, to me, this looks like a pretty good Kassadin. A pretty good Kassadin game. It's a lot of dodgeable CC. The only thing you can't really dodge is Rakan E, but he's against Ignite Sylas, so you have to be very careful of the early game. Drasmir is kind of funny, actually. I recognized his name. He's a former Kassadin one-trick, so he doesn't really play Kassadin anymore. He's switched to... He'll play it sometimes when it's a counter pick or something, but he mostly plays Sylas and some other champion. But that guy used to play a lot of Kassadin back when I was, back before I took a 3-year hiatus from League. I'm sorry, buddy. My cat is meowing at me for attention. But there are more important things to do, so we're going to skip through the first couple minutes of this. Okay, he gets to lane. Let's see how he handles the wave level one. This is, I think, something I need to focus a little bit more on. How I handle my level 1 waves, because I don't think I do a good job of doing anything with them. I mean, I don't struggle with it versus Sylas. I'm like, Sylas is probably one of my best matchups in terms of win rate. But I kind of autopilot my early waves. So it looks like he's just letting Sylas push into him. I was curious to see if he'd walk up to auto that minion. I don't think it's worth it, because Sylas is going to blow him up. And what you want to do as Sylas is be very careful of taking level 1 trades. A lot of times they'll start E and they'll just like nuke you. Pain. Agony and pain. And notice how no one's using an ability. He's walking up when his Q's up. And no one's using an ability, right? This Sylas matchup is all about like flinching, basically. You want to use your Q when you think he's going to use his W, if you do trade. I actually really like going Q max in this matchup. It makes it completely unplayable for the Sylas. I wonder why he sent me this VOD. He sent me 2 VODs. I wanted to review this one because there was pro players in it. I like how Sylas just is not trading. Couldn't be the Sylases in my games. Usually they're on top of my face right now, taking the most... Oh, good reactions. And that's exactly how you want to do it. Sylas took a very good trade there. He basically, he traded with him. He knows that Kassadin wants to use the Q on him when he presses W. So what he did is he went in right as Kassadin has to choose between Sylas and a minion. And what that causes is, yeah, I believe Hashiwa lost the minion for that. I would not take that trade, Hashiwa. I think the short trade was good. The extended trade, not good. But yeah, I really like going Qmax in this matchup because it just like, it makes it completely unplayable for Sylas. Your Q is on such a low CD that he just can never trade with you, and it works out to effectively neutralize his W. And looks like we're in a really good spot because we're out Oh, that was bad for Silas. He used a W on the minion, and he's low on mana. I would walk up. The only thing I don't like is we're getting a lot of low value ease off. We're kind of missing. I'm surprised he still has any ability to do that. It looks like it's gonna push out to Silas, but we have TP and he doesn't. Hashiwa is greeting a little bit. Yeah, this is why I'm not really a big fan of this. He's requesting assistance. He's going to TP right on the wave. This is so freaking dangerous. Good job not flinching. It can be tempting in those situations. Oh my god, Drasmir. What was that? Literally, you have the 4 horsemen converging on mid lane, and he's like, nope, time to go for a trade halfway up the lane past the minion wave when I'm down a level. I don't know about that, buddy. Looks like he's going for a quick roam. This is something I'm still working on. I definitely still have a problem with like not roaming early and missing opportunities to pressure on the map, right? Like my instinct in that situation is legit to just shove mid and hit tower. Oof. Don't trade. He looked like he was tempted for a second to go hit that guy. Beautiful. So yeah, the reason I like Qmax so much in this matchup is because look at the HP differential that he got from that trade without Qmax. Now imagine if he had maxed Q. Legit wouldn't have taken damage. J4 defend Nexus. Least toxic jungler I've ever seen. Wait, this is hilarious. That was hilarious. My instinct here is just to try and like get a reset ASAP. I think using that ult's a little bit dangerous because you see Morgana converging mid. I guess he's baiting for Jarvan. Yeah, not a fan of that just because he's so low HP. A little bit sus. That's okay though. I like muting the pro player though. I respect it. Holy mother of God. So, the litter box, we have a litter robot. It's right next to my desk, and my cat just dropped like the worst smelling shit I've ever smelled in my life. Oh my god, cycling that stuff. I like pulling the wave here. Instead of pushing mid, what he does is he pulls the wave. Because he doesn't really have time to push mid. And it makes it so it will eventually push back into him. So, Silas or Drasmir ends up losing out on the trade. Yep. Okay, so that's not a great situation to be in. Game's off to a rough start. It started off pretty good. Um, I'll see if Hashiwa is willing to try out QMax because this is basically what would happen to me. Is like when I wasn't going QMax, I would start to get ahead really early and in the lane and whatnot, just because Kassadin's pretty good in a Silas, and then you get in these situations where later on, once he starts to get a little bit of AP, CDR, like you don't do enough damage to him essentially. What? What is going on in this game? I would have tried to stay for one more wave there. Because I think Silas wants to base and you're 100 gold off item, no? I wonder what he's saying. Hmm. Now you end up in this weird situation where you want, a base because you have gold for your item. I would have tried to greed one more wave there because now Silas has item and you don't. We had vision of everyone on the map. That's why I would have felt comfortable, and we also have TP to get back if we need to. Oh my god. Carl the Cactus got the kill, bro. And somehow it doesn't matter. This game is a fiesta. I'm interested to see what he does now. Looks like he wants to stay on the map, which I don't entirely understand. Sometimes this happens though. You end up in these weird situations where you're like ping-ponging in and out of the lane because like you base, buy something, you come back to lane, and then you get chunked or you fight. It's a very common play pattern on Kassadin. Because he's a 0 sustain champ. Thinking about the lane assignments right now, it looks like. So something that Hashiwa does that I think is a little bit interesting is he will... Almost every other Kassadin one trick that I talk to will switch to sweeper very, very early on. Hashiwa does not do that. He goes the thing that reveals... I think you can kill mid lane. Although you don't know where Morgana is. But because Rakan's bot, and we know... Well, I would assume it's still on CD. Cody-san used Yunara ult right before the dragon. But it's actually hard to tell. I don't know what the CD is on that ability. Beautiful. Yo. Should have let him take that. What just happened? That was so scuffed. A little bit of a scuffed fight going on right there. But we're still relatively strong considering everything that's happened. Our farm's probably a little bit low because we've been permafighting, but we're not bad. Morgana's bot lane too. Morgana's a champ that you can kill really easily, especially if she has no ult. Especially once you hit level 11. Not gonna kill that pink? Oh, he didn't see it. I was like, that's kind of dangerous to just sit on a pink like that versus Morgana. Drasmir's top. The only thing I'm a little worried about is Rakan coming bot. Okay, there he is. So you basically can't die versus the Morgana. I don't think she has enough damage to kill you without ult. We're going to keep splitting bot just to get strong. It's an ideal situation. Your team's just going even in fights. You get feats for your team by getting first tower. And we're going to get a base off, get Sorks. Interesting that he does Sorks before tier 2 boots. A lot of people I know prefer doing, or he does tier 2 boots before second item. A lot of the Kassadins I know, especially in games like this where it's kind of like an even game state, will do tier 2 boots, typically, after second item. Now, I think on 2 items, if Kael's not super ahead, you kind of destroy her. But you need to be very careful, because she's a super annoying champion. Beautiful. Good guy J4 doing the kill donation. I don't know what's going on with the muting and unmuting of Tai G's communications. I don't know if that's even really worth, though. I mean, I guess he got the kill, but he missed half a wave. I would just push bot here. Alright, that's my instinct. I would just keep going, no? He's gonna look for a flank here. I feel like they're too high HP, and if Draven has ult, maybe this is good? I don't know. And Isles legit missed every single ability. Oh my god. Gakgos is running it. Straight up. I feel like we're wasting a lot of time here. Yeah, I would... Does he need our help to do Dragon? Maybe this is something I need to do more. I like never help with neutral objectives. I think it's such a waste of resources. Is he gonna stay on the map or no? Yeah, okay. I would want to base here. Your 2-item spike on Kassadin's are really, really strong once you get the tier stacked all the way up. Now, my dark technology against Sylas is I'll just go an Oblivion Orb or build a Morellonomicon. I don't think it's that good this game, but you don't really need Zhonya's for anything. And typically this build is like in lieu of Zhonya's. You don't really need Zhonya's versus these champs, especially later in the game. I guess it's good versus Morgana. But it can be hard to play. Zhonya's is pretty good against Kael. Damn, that didn't hit. I like how him walking up to like pressure Sylas off the wave like this. So he has no TP. Or he has TP, Sylas doesn't. That's why he's looking for this. Don't know what he thought he was accomplishing there. Welcome to North America, Gakgos. "10 levels too late, I fear." Beautiful. That's exactly what we want to do with this champion. When we have winning side lanes against Silas, we want to draw someone to the side lane and then TP across the map or go to rotate. You know, we can't. It's hard to push in Silas without inting, but you can definitely push in Kale. You can even kill Kale if she shows on the wave bot. Gonna get an arm guard. Oh, switch to sweeper. There we go. This is definitely the point where you want to make sure you have sweeper. Make sure you get the blue buff. I hate that you have to walk in and out of range. It's so cursed. Someone just... no. Beautiful. That's like textbook Kassadin gameplay right there. You just scale the terrain and then show up in a spot where they don't want you to be. This looks like a great fight for him to clean up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dude, I hate hitting objectives on Kassadin. Swear to God, it's legit the biggest waste of resources. I guess it's fine here because he has blue buff and everyone's dead. So, like, no one can come clean up the fight. Oh. But he's looking pretty huge this game. Pretty huge. And he goes, book an arm guard. So the classic that I've been doing basically is once I buy Medjai's, I immediately run it down and have to sell it. Oh, Drasmir. I love getting red buff on this champion. I'm surprised he didn't take it. But yeah. Alright, pushes out the wave, then he goes to rotate mid to the fight. Nico died. Still not bad, though. He's completely though. You have to be careful here. Never mind. Just too good. Looks like he's gonna base. And probably look to TP back in. Actually, good restraint. I would have TP'd there. But now he still has the cooldown. You should pretty much just destroy Silas at this point. Or level up on him. Oh, you're 3 levels. I thought he was 15. Beautiful. We're in like a perfect spot to just completely run over this game. The amount of damage he does is crazy. I need to build Sork shoes more. Beautiful. And if I'm the enemy team, like, I would just FF here. Hextech Soul is so impossible to play against, especially with these champs. Like, it's so easy for them to just pop Hextech Soul from range. Legit. Jarvan E. Jin W, Nico Q, like all these things are so annoying. Poor Drasmir. Oh my gosh. What a weird game. How much time's left to the game? It should be over soon, right? Yeah. Wow. It's definitely a welcome to North America moment for Gakgos. Not many people can handle the NA Super Server, 1 and 7 on the Kale. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much how you carry on Kassadin. This is a great VOD. Thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day.